Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Leader Class Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. And as you saw, that was the box. There's actually no biofilm. I don't know why, but hey, there's the box. There is the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode, and obviously this homages the Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime, which was also called Galaxy Force in Japan. So yay, we've got the fire truck thing going on, and it looks pretty good. It definitely looks like the Cybertron fire truck with, you know, little changes here and there. I unfortunately am not able to get up my Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime, but everybody knows what that looks like. It looks like this guy is pretty cool. His ladders slash gun, whatever, does raise up and down. They both do. You can plug this into either or holes. There's a hole right in the front of his truck mode where you can, if you want to, plug the gun, because, you know, why not? There are peg holes all over the place where you can plug in weaponry. You can even take these bits off here and you can plug them in up here if you wish, or just that way, up there if you wish. Plug them into the holes on the side if you want to. Obviously you would do it the other way around. I just did it like that because, oh, I took his front wheels off. But you get the idea. You can move that around, and for size comparison, here is Legends Slash from, I think it was it Combined Networks? The Powers of the Prime. Here we have the Transformers Siege Cog. So yeah, and obviously, if you hadn't known already, it should be obvious, but in case you don't know, this is a retool of this dude here, the Transformers Siege Ultra Magnus, which manages to somehow homage both the G1 Ultra Magnus, including the Optimus Prime white clone mode, and the Transformers Robots in Disguise / Car Robots Ultra Magnus. So they even have the same sort of gun. Actually, it is the same gun, except that Ultra Magnus is painted in the barrel and this one is not. But otherwise, they are the exact same gun, and you can plug them together and make it even more gunny-like. You can take them off if you want to, and you know, attach them to the vehicle mode and have even more guns on a fire truck. Because who doesn't want, like, fire trucks with a bunch of guns? You can do that. Any Transformers gun that uses, oh, actually, let's put that back on, uses a 5mm peg will plug in. Any 5mm pegged weapon will work in there. If you take one of these, what do you call it, Power of the Prime's Prime Masters, you can plug them into any of these holes and have weaponry, oh shoot, all over the place. You can even plug them in the front if you want to. And sure, why not? I mean, it doesn't look silly in the least. Let's move that away. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. You can see in the windows there's lots of circuit board sort of I don't know what deco, yeah. And there is molded in detail everywhere. It's fairly decent looking. It's got a little bit of that paint wear, but it's only in certain spots. So, like, that kind of sucks that shows, because you see no other paint wear anywhere else on... Oh, no, that's not... We see it a little bit on these parts in the back here, but... yeah. You can see how this actually works exactly like Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus's setup, almost exactly. I mean, there are a few differences, but for the most part, it does do the same job. And yeah, take a look. Like, you can see the head there. You can see the windshields, shoulder windshields there. And let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and separate these pieces off. Get them off. They clip in really tightly. I don't like that they clip in so tightly. It's a little scary. Come on. There we go. Thank you. We'll move that to the side here. And this is the cab mode without all that extra stuff on it. And it wouldn't be too bad if these pieces could were hidden. You know, unfortunately, they're not hidden. They're just right out there where you can see them. So, yeah, you can't do as you could with the other Optimus Prime, where you could pull it out and have the cab with a long, sort of almost flatbed where the legs were. It's just, this is it. So, let's raise the camera up a bit, and we're going to go ahead and transform him. It is not very hard at all. It's the same transformation as Ultra Magnus. So, we're going to split these pieces because we need to make sure that the legs are unpegged from there. Let's go ahead right now. We're going to flip out the heels. I always forget to do that, and then he ends up standing funny. And go ahead and rotate the legs down. And then we're going to bring these pieces out, but not clip them in. Bring them out, not clip them in. Rotate this around. And we're going to push it on back like so. This piece should go up. Oh, did I push it? Push it too far back? I may have pushed it too far back. Hold on. I did. I should have done that first. Should have slid it up first and then did that. Okay, so slide that piece up first and then do all that. This actually should be rotated around like this. And these can stay on the back here. If you didn't knock them off, they would still be on the back. Open this piece up here. Bring out the head. Close this up. And then close that up. And there you have your Cybertron upgrade Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And I don't like it all that much. He is definitely pudgerific, and honestly, I wish his head here, let's take a look at his head, wasn't so Optimus Prime-y. Like, this is G1 Optimus Prime, but I feel that this should have a face plate. It should look like the Cybertron Optimus Prime, but it does not. And then you take the shoulders off, or you don't put the shoulders on, and it's just like he's got this gigantic belly. It almost reminds me of Energon Optimus in that he is just pudgerific. It's just not that pleasant to look at. Let me go ahead and get the other Siege Optimus. Here we go. And you can see how not good looking that is. If I'm honest with you, that does not look good at all, because it doesn't do enough to look like the Optimus it is trying to represent. But yeah, we can do a little bit to fix that. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and move this out. And okay, here we go. And if I'm honest, this guy here actually looks better than this guy. And they're both based off of the same mold, but just the way he is right here is just, here he's chunky, but he looks all right. He looks like, you know, he's a bit of a wider. Hold on. See, I always forget to put these out. I'm like, why are they wobbling? He's a bit wider than this Optimus here, but he still looks fairly good. He still has basically the right shape. This guy here looks like he's got a box, and well, I guess G1 Optimus, his torso was a box, but this just doesn't look right, because it's not G1 Optimus. It's supposed to be homaging the Galaxy Force or Cybertron Optimus. So what you can do is take these bits off here. We're gonna just do a little bit of this one goes over here. No, this one goes over here. We're gonna take some of the pieces that normally go on him for super mode, which we're gonna have to put on later. I'm gonna put them on a little early, just a little early. This, and then let's see if I can get this out. There we go. Okay, and then just take these and put them, which way do you go? You go this way. Put them here. And now he looks a little better, because he's got bigger shoulders, and it fills him out just a little bit, so he doesn't look quite like his so pot-bellied. And this is kind of how his base form looked in Transformers Cybertron anyway, with the exception of, again, needing a mouth plate. So, I mean, I forgot to bring him closer so you can see the details, but it's a nice head. It's just the wrong head, and the body is nice, and there is so much detail. I mean, sometimes I think there's just too much detail, if I'm honest with you. And the paint work is actually pretty good. It's kind of odd but satisfying to see a decent, you know, it's not perfect, but it is way better than what we've been getting with Hasbro for such a long time. So now we've got those on there, and then we bring in the other Optimus, and now he looks, you know, I mean, he still, again, needs another head, but now he looks like he's a different Optimus. He looks like he's the Cybertron Optimus. And I like that. And you can just give him, his gun. You can hold this. Or if you want, you can give him the other guns, the two big guns if you want to. I don't think these guns came off of the original Cybertron Optimus. I think they stayed on his legs, and you could turn around and use them as weapons. But, you know, you can do that if you want to. You unfortunately cannot combine this and these to make a super weapon like you can with with Ultra Magnus, but you know, it still looks nice. We'll go ahead and get him out and get Ultra Magnus in there. And yeah, I mean that differentiates them a little bit. I still wish he had a different head so he could be, you know, be proper. But hey, you know, it's still way better than I thought we would be getting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him out. Get this out of the way, and we will go ahead and continue on to his super robot mode. So if you haven't already, you're basically going to take apart the trailer, like just take everything apart, take the shoulder bits, which are usually in here. Let me go ahead and show you that. Shoulder bits, come on, which would have been in this one. Would have fit in like this. Take that out. So we've got that on his shoulder. We're going to go ahead and open this up, put his head back in because we don't need it now. Close that back up. Go ahead and bring this down. Bring this piece down. So this piece is open. Go ahead and flip the feet back in. And let's go ahead and take these bits, and we're going to do just like we did Ultra Magnus and slide these in. Woo! Slide these in like so. Then we are going to take, if you hadn't already done it, take these pieces and put them on there. Let's go ahead and put these down by his legs. Let's get this hair out, sorry. Okay, and there we go. Let me take this bit here. Let's move this out of the way. We're going to take this and this. We're just going to straighten that out. Take these bits, put them this way, right? Am I doing this the right way? No. Put them down this way. Take this bit and disconnect it from in here. Bring this like so. Bring these up. Fold that down. Fold these into the back pieces like that. Take this piece, lift it up, and then we are going to take this bit and see this piece here. This is going to wrap around that spine there, so go ahead and do that. Okay, take this bit here. You can see there are like pegs that come out and go right into his chest. Turn his head around and situate the weapons how you want, and there you have your, hold on, there we go. Make sure that the arms are where they're supposed to be first, and then come on, why are you giving me a hard ways to go? There we go. Alright. There we go. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. And then take the gun that goes on top there. And there you have your Galaxy Force Optimus Prime, looking all Galaxy Forcey. And of course you can bring these around and he will hold them. There are pegs that slide so you can get the grip where you need it to be. Go ahead and bring this around, and there we go. And now we have Cybertron Optimus Prime in his super mode. Now there are no Cyber Planet keys to help you with all of his powers. There are no lights and sounds or anything like that, but he is pretty good. I did not go over the articulation because I forgot, so let's do that right now. It's generally the same in both modes. His head can wiggle waggle around. It's on, whoops, it's on a bit of a ball joint, so it can do all of that. His wings actually go back. Let's go ahead and unplug his weaponry. His weaponry can fold around. It's on a hinge that can fold around and a swivel, and we're good to go with that. So we're going to just put this to the back for now so we can continue with his articulation. His arms go all the way out. Sorry, his arms go all the way out. Rotate 360 at the shoulder, that's what that's called. He has an upper bicep. He has a mid bicep, excuse me, swivel. 45 degrees, 45? 90 degrees, excuse me, 90 degrees of bend at the arm. His wrist swivel. He does have a waist swivel. Legs go up that far, and they go back that far. If you have him in his other mode, you can push it back farther because you don't have this big chunky butt bit there. His legs bend 45 degrees, and he has that rocker ankle tilt thing going on to the side, so you can get an A stance, and he has one here as well. He also has these bits that fold out. I guess they fold out to help keep him stabilized in this mode if you have the weapons out too far back. I guess that's what that's for. That's the only thing I can think of. But then he has these, whoops, he has these, you can't see it because I'm not pointing. He has these long bits sticking out, but you've got those in case you need them. So let's go ahead and actually, we'll go ahead and get him in static pose. Oh, I also forgot you got to flip this around. Wait, did I flip it around? Yeah, you got to flip it around so that it fits in better. And honestly, the decoration is not that much different. Like if you look, let's go ahead and turn it around. If you look, the lines are just a little bit narrower on here, but for the most part, it's not that different. So, and again, he's got all these ports everywhere, so you can take weapons and stick them anywhere you want to. And I'm going to be right back with Ultra Magnus so we can see the similarities and differences. And I mean, it's amazing how they got two fairly different looking robots out of the same basic mold. Like these parts here are exactly the same. The only difference is that, aside from the color, is that these parts unfold all the way to make the sides of the vehicle for that dude, and this one, it's pinned, but it's molded in a way that it doesn't open up, so you can't undo the legs. These bits, even though they're molded differently, fit on the exact same way. You can, if you want to, interchange you can interchange all of his stuff. Honestly, if you want to mix and match Magnus and Prime, you can do that. Let's go ahead and raise the camera up a little bit. And yeah, I mean, they are, for the most part, the same figure, just with some mold differences. So, like I said, you can switch pieces around if you want to take this off. This will go right on to, oops, this will go right on to there. It will go right on to there. You will go right on to there, will you not? Yes, you will. What am I doing? I'm doing something wrong. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, this will go on here like so. So you can see that even though they are different, you can switch pieces out. You can take this piece off if you want to and swap it with this piece here. So you can do that, and again, this will fit right there. So, and then of course you can take the legs off, and again, the legs are the exact same, pretty much the exact same pieces. So you go ahead and swap them. Swap, swap, swap. Come on, there we go. And there you can see they mirror each other as far as the bits and pieces. I mean, you can just honestly take this whole thing off and it will swap it with Optimus. I'm just going to go ahead and swap all the pieces. Why not? Go ahead. Let's go. This goes there. You go over like so. And it doesn't quite fit in quite the same because it's molded differently, but for the most part it will stay there. And go ahead and take all these bits off. We're just gonna swap everything over. There we go. And there we go. And as you can see, it's Ultra Magnus with, it's not Ultra Magnus, it's the Cybertron Upgrade Prime with Ultra Magnus's armor on. And conversely, let's go ahead and do this. You can just take the armor from Cybertron Upgrade Optimus and just stick it all on this feller here. Okay, and then this will go over like so. And again, it doesn't peg in just because they don't have the same peg structure, but as you can see, it is Ultra Magnus with the Cybertron Galaxy Force whatever upgrade, and you can even use these gun weapons. So yeah, you can mix and match to your heart's content. Before I forget, let me get some size comparisons going. Here he is next to the normal Siege Optimus, and while I honestly do not consider these guys to be full-on leader class, because they are not. I mean, they've got enough plastic, but they do not have the size to be a leader. They're just, ouch, that hurt. They're just really well done Voyager classes. Here he is with the core robot for the Ultra Magnus, and I keep forgetting to put those feet out. So you can see how much height he actually gets. He does get quite a bit of height. He's still not a leader-sized toy, but it's a nice it's a nice bit of an upgrade. And just to show it off, here he is with a deluxe, deluxe sized transformer. So yeah, he definitely gained some height. He's definitely a pretty nice figure. Excuse me. I actually don't mind paying the $50 that they asked for him, because he actually, you know, he's smaller than the normal leader class toys, but he comes with, he's just so much quality in this figure. So that's my review for this figure. This guy is a really cool figure. I like him. I think he was worth the asking price. I think they did quite a lot with him. I was not expecting. He has some of that what do you call it? That paint wear, the battle, that whatever. But he doesn't have very much of it. And I actually don't mind that he doesn't, because I really don't care for it. It's never enough. Like, either do the whole figure or do none of the figure. But that aside, he's pretty good. And I got this guy from Walmart. You can also get him from online retailers such as Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source, none of which sponsor me. I'm not sponsored by any of them, so I wouldn't mind being sponsored. I'll be honest with you. But that said, this figure is a really nice figure. Definitely homages the Optimus that I'm not going to say I grew up with, because the one I grew up with actually was a G1. But with the one of my favorite primes, Gary Chalk. I think Gary Chalk has as much claim to Optimus Prime as Peter Cullen does. I know that's not a very, what is the word, popular opinion, maybe? I don't care. I don't care. He took the character, made it his own, starting from Optimus Primal all the way on to the Energon, Armada, and Cybertron series, and yeah. So, that said, I was going to say I'm Optimus Prime. I'm not Optimus Prime. I am Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to thumbs it up, I would not say no to that. I'm not asking you to thumbs up. I'm not asking you to subscribe. If you want to, feel free to do so. If you don't, it's okay. I understand. That said, I am Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.